mention. But what is the resurrection? What does the resurrection mean to you? Leave a comment below. Let me know what it truly means to you. I had a wise teacher once say that the resurrection gives us a sense of survival. It gives us all a sense of survival. A chance to know that we don't have to suffer the sins and the emotions of other people. That's a big thing, is that once we start becoming awakening and we realize that we have taken in all the burdens of everyone else's sins and the pain and the emotions and everything else, and we have become sick, because it's not by nature that we are supposed to hold all those in. I remember being so sensitive to that, and that's when the enemy attacks you. The enemy attacks you that way, and will end up feeling wore out. So when you first start doing that, absolutely, but think of it like this, maybe, it's a sense of that Jesus bore the sins for us. We are not to feel those emotions and bore the illnesses and the sicknesses and all that. Sorry, I get a little tongue-tied here. So that's the thing too. It's truly amazing just how hard we are on ourselves, and being hard on ourselves. No one can be as hard on ourselves as ourselves. And how often do we go through life and we have not taken care of ourselves? And you cannot properly care and love another person if you don't care and love yourself. So the resurrection definitely, some may be in an emotional rut. Is it good? Is it bad? Should we rejoice? Absolutely, because he said it is done. Rejoicing it is done is the key of the victory done, instead of us being stuck in the battle all the time. And think of it like this, and I want to strongly encourage you to realize that when we start feeling other people's emotions, and they might bog us down or get us worrying or anything like that, lift it up to Jesus. He did not die in vain. Or let's make sure he didn't die in vain, better said. Because as soon as we do that, then we realize, yes, we can use this for communication and realize other people's suffering, but it isn't our responsibility to hold on to that. We're not going to help anybody by holding on to even our own emotions, our own suffering from the sins, the things that we've done to ourselves or to other people, whatever the case may be. But the emotions, you release them emotions, and you realize that that is the enemy attacking you, because you've had this transformation, this truth that the Spirit will always manifest in you. So anyway, I wanted you guys just to have a little moment to really think about that, and to understand that Isaac, he opened the door. He opened the door to something that mankind has never known of. He opened the door to the death that can conquer us. Okay, by shedding his blood, he ended up showing back up, and he was no ghost. They touched him. Paul, I think it's Paul, put his thumb in his where the nails were in his hands. So when you have that reminder, it's like you have to rejoice because the victory was won. He opened up them doors for us. And keep this in a good mind, or I always like to take and put something at the very, very end. Thank you for being with me, and please have a safe weekend. But remember that this is real. We are real. We are loved. We are forgiven. We don't have to bear these sicknesses. We don't have to bear this attack from the enemy to keep us from doing the will of God, fulfilling the will of God. We have to remember history. We have to remember the Old Testament. But we're not living in the Old Testament anymore. If we were, then here it is. Elijah. Elijah is just like us. He was the only being at that general time before Jesus shed his blood in the pains of the world. You know, we're not capable of bearing that much. Think about it. Truly think about it. And think about when things are tough and it's hard to forgive. Think about the pain, you know, when we're healing, when our souls are healing. Think about it in this manner, that if we feel stuck and we're not moving through it, that Jesus will help us push through it, because he already bore that for us. And that attack, we can command it and stop it right where it's at before it just can consume like a disease. So just remember, when you're getting to know the Spirit, we mess up. It's like hit or miss. It's the experience that shows you the wisdom and the know-how and the truth of any and every matter. And it has its certain entanglement with forgiveness. So if you can truly start healing your soul and forgive yourself, the forgiveness of other people also heals so much more. And it may not have gotten to that person or anything like that you have forgiven, but it's a sense that not only you have broke those chains, the chains are broken from them too. But as soon as they are willing and ready to accept that. So anyway, just keep a reminder that you're loved so much, and we can truly love one another and forgive one another, and change our words, change our thoughts about one another, and even in our darkest hours, realizing that there's no person in the world that bore our sins like Jesus did and shed his blood, so that we can be connected to the Spirit. He had to leave so that we could have that gift of the Spirit that connects us all and brings us through everything. So anyway, God bless. I love you kids so much. I'm so sorry Grandma couldn't get to you. I missed you guys last year too, this Corona thing, and I was well. I had it planned that I was going to be there with you guys. But this is also the attack of the enemy. It wasn't just long ago my dad ended up in the hospital, and then before he got out of the hospital, his truck blew a rod, and me and my dad were just talking about coming and taking an extra trip just to see my grandchildren and to see his great-great-grandchildren. So anyway, to all y'all, the pain is well worth it, and understand that you are not alone. And God bless. Bye till now.